got here, I was like, oh, he cleaned it. And then I
No.
looked, I was like, wow,
No.
It's a little
At
dirty
first
still.
glance, that white really hides a lot.
Yeah.
No, it looks pretty good, I think.
What's happening in the field here?
Just
This place is action-packed, Sean. You don't even know.
Seriously.
It's wild here. It never ends.
a regular Monday night.
Yeah.
I came across a new one, and I don't mean to share this to be derogatory, but brought Rowan to soccer on Saturday morning. And oh, no, this is... We're walking through the... this is in Lambeth. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to edit that out.
That's why I pointed at it for you.
I thought you were clicking it.
Oh, I thought you
no.
didn't.
No.
I saw the
It
red
was
light
on.
on.
It was on.
I'll
We
tell-
had a nice flow there, and you interrupted it.
I'll tell you that story later.
Yeah, you know what? That
Off
sounds like
air,
a not.
as they
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Well, let's talk about Dylan's gate because I want to know. Let's start on that conversation, and we can loop that in.
That's
at
good
some
because
point.
I was totally lost in the text earlier today, and I didn't bother to ask for clarification. I thought I'd just do it now. So fill us in.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to really fill in here. The gate doesn't fit.
You ordered a gate.
Well, I did. It didn't show up right. I kind of misrepresented that. It was supposed to be a 10-foot wide double 5-foot gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
5 plus
so it
5.
swings in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, showed up like, I don't know, 28-inch pieces. So like two 28-inch. Like, I don't even know what you're trying to achieve at this kind of
That
measurement.
doesn't even add up to 5 feet.
No.
No,
Not even close.
but maybe
No.
they were counting for a hinge or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Like if it's 56 plus a 2-inch hinge on each door, for example, it gets you the 60-inch gap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Thinking
guess
out
so.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But no, I don't know. I don't understand.
So now Dylan's gonna have 4.
So the
gates.
wife. Well, no, the wife just about lost her.
Do you want?
Shit.
Do you want to know a top tip? The company that makes it's now called, oh God, Regal Ideas.
Yeah.
The leading aluminum.
Yep.
Mike probably knows all
I've
about this.
I've
I
installed.
wouldn't
a few,
say the leading.
No, I wouldn't say the leading.
Okay. Well,
Also, I just want to throw out,
I've
they're
probably-
not paying us to advertise
no,
on
they're
it.
not.
I've also probably installed like 10,000 linear feet
I
of
sell
that.
their
Okay,
direct
good.
competition. Be careful.
I thought they were the leading Canadian company. Maybe I'm
Well,
wrong.
No,
Still no.
Anyway, I don't have any affiliation with the product either, and I'm not saying you don't know what I'm talking about, but you can order a gate from them for like a normal pool gate, and you can just hang it wherever you want. I put one on my side yard between like a wooden fence. Works great. It's adjustable. You just hack it down to size.
Oh.
You put the rails in.
yeah. No, my driveway gate's a little more
Well, you
more
said-
aggressive than that.
You said 60 inches. 28-inch pieces didn't add up to 60 inches. You're talking about 5 feet?
two.
Yeah, I
two
need 10 foot
60
wide. I need to get
inch,
my car through it.
Yeah. He needs 2 5-foot pieces. He
Two
got a
5
total
foot.
of 56 inches.
A little short.
A little bit.
Slightly.
Just that's what I'm saying. He's going for a bifolding gate.
Yeah.
It's a look.
Okay, but can I just ask? Because a 5-foot gate would have been a tenth of the price of 2 10.
He ordered the right one.
No, I ordered the right ones.
He was shipped the wrong
I
one.
was shipped the wrong one.
Allegedly.
After-
he
Allegedly.
ordered the right
After
one.
6 weeks of waiting.
Yeah, May
that's
13th,
how
as
long
my
it was?
wife likes
Oh,
to
so-
point out.
Yeah, almost.
May
5
13th.
weeks.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure this is riveting for the listeners, but
I know. Well,
I
to be
was only
fair,
going to say it's very relatable.
To
My
be
gate
fair,
was
like,
ordered
I
and it's
mean-
not the right size.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about gates, this has been a long journey between automated gates and non-automated.
this is like gate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is like stay the hell out of my place gate.
Right. And the big thing is going to be not having to walk your dogs again gate. Like you'll be able to throw your dogs in the backyard.
That'll be
That's been a big deal for 5
been a-
weeks.
yeah.
That sucks. I've been there.
So is this thing motorized? It's going to swing.
Well, it's not because that was like $12,000.
Ooh.
And then you got to run hydro and the whole deal, which you now have a concrete driveway with no conduit under it. And
Well, no, the hydro's fine because they're just mount against the house, so it's not
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh, wait.
big of a deal. We were pretty lucky that way, but
Okay.
yeah, like I don't know. The problem is you can't you got to really stay up on the old winter maintenance.
Mm.
Can't go too close to the ground, so then the dogs don't really stay in. They
Sure,
gotta come
fair
up with
enough.
some
Yeah,
device.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of work for a problem I can just get out of my car for. Now,
Although it's going to be cold when you get
Oh,
out
it's
of the
gonna
car,
suck
So
getting
that's
out
a
of the car.
trade-off.
yeah.
yeah.
And then getting back out again to
That's
close
right.
it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
But you don't always park inside.
Trust me,
the
this
gate.
was like a 8-month debate mentally.
So what's in
Mental
a few more
Olympics here.
weeks?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
a positive spin.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
always park inside the gate.
Well, he does
No,
now.
I do now.
You do now?
With
Oh,
the-
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
with the
okay,
driveway finished.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
There might be an opportunity to rethink this. I don't know. I can't imagine getting out in the morning, opening my gate, moving the truck ahead 8 feet.
Yeah.
No,
closing
not
the
8
gate.
feet. No. I
They've
like
debated this for 8 months already, man.
Here's what I walk out. Boom. open the gate,
Yep.
walk the 40, 50 feet back to the truck,
Yep.
drive the truck out, get out, close the gate.
No, not interested.
Yeah, I'm the same, Sean.
No. I got buttons in my garage doors. And I don't like that. It's first world problem, but no, I'm not doing that.
This might be the most relatable subject we've
truly,
ever
yeah.
talked about.
Oh, trust me, mental Olympics for sure. Because I agree. I was like, no, there's no way I'm doing that because I just won't do it.
And that section of driveway is somewhat narrow, so you're kind of gonna get skinny and get out of your truck, and then
No, it's not that bad. It's 11 feet.
okay,
that section.
No, that's fine. So
Let's just drop this in here real quick. That feels better. All right, go on. 11 feet.
we should move on, but
Yeah,
can
we should. We should close this subject.
we should. Why don't you just
Not
tell us
automatically, but
what the next steps are in this gate?
you know what? I don't know. The
I'm
gate
sorry, Sean, I
debate.
didn't catch on to
The
gate.
gate-
That's
gate
really
gate,
funny.
I knew you didn't because he was like, yeah, it's like an opening gate.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
big.
No, it's gate.
Or the gate debate.
Yeah,
The
gate
great
debate is.
gate debate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
There you
even
go.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gate.
Oh yeah, no, it's been
So
quite the time.
the manufacturer is now sending you a rush order of the actual.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, that's
This is
Well,
it.
no,
Just
more
came today,
tomorrow.
like at I don't know, 3:00 or something.
You sure? It
And
was
I
3
watched
o'clock?
the
'Cause
guy
I think
walk in.
My wife was telling me
Yeah,
about it by like 1 p.m.
Yeah, it might have been 1. I watched the guy walk in, and it was a rectangle, and the gate's supposed to be 5 by 5, and I was like, oh, this is not good.
Oh boy.
I haven't measured this yet, but I can tell that's not a square.
What color is the gate?
That's like black.
Was it
wrought
the right
iron.
color?
Yeah. It's
Well,
got like
they've-
curved top and stuff like that.
They're halfway there.
Yeah,
It's a
I
whole
know.
deal.
Very nice. Very
Unbelievable.
nice. Welcome to Dashboard.
Welcome.
It's been a couple weeks since we had one of these conversations because we've been busy and tired.
Just two.
It
Just
feels
two.
like longer.
That's a long time in Spotify algorithm
Yeah.
world.
Fair
That's a
enough.
long time.
I'm going to be very tired at the end of this. I have to hold my mic the entire
I
time.
know. I'm sorry about that.
And this heavy
I wish I
beverage.
knew it was in Dylan's garage.
Me too, to be honest.
Sean's
I
got
would've
no
brought
mic
it.
stand tonight, so he's rocking the manual, having to use his own arms like a chump.
You're right.
You know, it's tough.
If you need a break at any time, just
Yeah.
set it down and
Right,
walk
yeah.
away.
I'll refer back to my prior comments about not getting out of my car to close the
Yes, very. Yeah, there's a connection there. So what's going on?
Nothing.
Summer
I don't-
weather
hot.
has arrived.
Holy
Oh, it's
smokes.
hot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's
like-
not talk about the specific day it is because that's just confusing. But it's
Agreed.
extremely hot outside.
Yeah.
And what are we thinking today? It was like 45.
Felt like with the humidity. Yep.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Yes. My AC in my car's been working. Yours
Yep.
is working. Yours
Yeah,
works.
I don't think it keeps up to.
Right.
It doesn't keep up to
Right.
45.
And then Mike's had a 50-50 chance today.
Slight panic in the Cayenne.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. First happened Saturday night. We were leaving to meet these guys for dinner in London. Had a tight schedule. We're leaving a little bit late.
Yeah.
And we pull away. We get 2 blocks away, and I'm like, oh,
Something.
that sounds like the fan is like stuck.
What does it do? Does it make that tick?
It was just like a hum,
Oh, okay.
just a hum. I'm
Oh,
like,
the blower
the
fan.
blower fan.
Okay.
I'm like, this isn't good.
Yep.
It's cold coming out, but it's not enough. So I'm like, okay. So Wendy says, I'll spin around. Let's grab the Audi. I'm like, yeah, but the Audi's out of gas. We're already going to be late, blah, blah, blah. She goes, no, I can't do it. This is going to be too much. It was already 36 at
It was
6
hot,
o'clock
yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
So I do pull around. I pull in the laneway. As soon as I pull in, click, the fan comes on. I'm like, all right, reverse. We're gone to London now. Away we go. It was fine. And tonight was the first time I drove it since then. So golfing this afternoon, and I load up my clubs in the back. Of course, it's hot for sitting all day. So jump in. I'm like, oh, no fan at all.
Oh boy.
I'm like, all right. So all 4 windows down, and I'm like, whatever. I can
Medium
handle
rare.
this. I'm only 15 minutes to the golf course.
Yeah,
so
sure. Yeah,
I
fair
can manage this. And about 7 minutes away, so halfway there, click, on comes the fan. And I don't know. So got a little issue with the blower motor.
Or it could just be the switch because I think there's
Yep.
like a resistor in there. That
I think it's the blower
yeah,
resistor
that's what he was saying.
myself, yeah.
you think it's the whole blower unit.
I think it's the resistor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
That's probably something.
Yeah,
you can
because
buy
if
off
it was the
eBay
whole
or
blower
something,
unit, it
right?
wouldn't work at all.
Probably not.
Agreed. Yeah.
So
Would you just buy that on the
it
internet
is
somewhere?
blowing cold air
Yeah.
still.
Oh, that's
Not
good.
worried about that. It's just the fan. You need a fan.
Yeah.
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 Slightly.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, online, $50, maybe cheaper.
Oh, it's not bad. And then do you put that? Is that sort of thing you just put it in yourself?
Yeah, I can do
Okay. Yeah.
I might give it to Brad. I don't know.
Well, where would that? I don't know anything
It's
about
up
that. Where would
underneath
that
the
be?
dash.
Oh,
up
it's in
underneath
there.
the glove
Okay.
box
Yeah.
somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or depending on like I can't even know. Is yours like a turny knobby thing or is it a slider? I can't even remember.
It's a little pushy button.
Oh,
type
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you had a wheel, a spinny
No.
thing. Oh, that's
There's a lot of hand motions going on right now around
exactly.
the table.
Yeah.
The listener doesn't see that. I'm
No,
sorry. We
you
all
don't-
forgot
we
that.
won't. We'll have to read this R.
We're forgetting that part. No.
And unfortunately, gorgeous roof rack that you have. Does that mean you can't open your sunroof?
No, it does open actually.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, you're covered then.
You don't run
Does
the
it
sunroof much,
whistle?
though, do you?
No. I don't.
I'm
I don't
shocked
listen.
by that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I hear
I
roof
don't
racks
know,
whistling,
but
but it's
I'm
only
not
on the highway.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big sunroof guy, so I'll keep it closed most of the time.
I'm not either. Mine's the shade's
Shade's
always closed.
closed.
You close the
Yeah.
slidey thing
Yeah,
too?
mine
Yeah.
might as well
Yeah,
not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Interesting.
not a sunroof guy, but you're a drop top guy.
You know,
That's interesting.
I just sort of caught on to that oxymoron too, but yes, that
Just
is
like the
true.
wind in his flow.
Yeah,
Like the wind in his flow.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I will fully admit this is not convertible weather.
It's too.
No.
It is too muggy.
Yeah, it's not much fun.
There's a time and a place for that car, which is most times, but it's not a day like today.
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
Jeep, like
Yeah.
doors off, everything,
No.
leather interior. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
god, you're so
man.
screwed.
But they'd probably have the AC cranked. Like I'm going to assume on the
Oh,
drive
probably.
home from coffee
Oh,
the
I
other
don't
day,
think-
you had it probably full steam. Like you have to. That's what I did.
I did,
Yeah.
but so yeah, good segue. I was just going to say we drove, had a beautiful Sunday drive, the four of us,
Yeah.
and Mike's lovely wife, my little guy, to Bayfield.
Yeah.
And the morning was beautiful. I mean, it was hot already when you woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had the AC on and the top down. It was great. By the time we got most of the way home, which was 10:30ish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang
hey,
on,
puppy.
we've got dogs in the room. Hang on.
Oh, thank you, Hallie. That's the most lovely.
These are my dogs.
Yeah.
There they are.
This is chaotic.
I watch the cables. Oh my goodness.
One out, one back in.
All right, guys, let's go.
This is real life.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's happening.
That was tense. All right. She got a piece of paper out of
Oh
it
my
too.
god, this is.
I
Actually,
think that was your
hysterical.
checkbook, actually.
It's filed away, Mike. Filed away.
Quick, tight one.
That was all staged. That was
Filed
very-
away. Filed- Okay, what were you saying? Oh, yeah.
by
On the drive home.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
by the time we got home, or we're back in the city,
Yeah.
the AC was still on full blast, and it just didn't. It might as well not have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty hot. We gotta shout this out that you left early because your little dude wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
And it was
And it
was
feels like you left quite a
You
lot.
did leave quite a bit earlier
Like
than
20
us.
minutes,
at least
probably.
10 minutes, and it was maximum hilarity when I'm coming down this detour road, and oh, here comes Sean going the other direction.
I was so caught off guard too because Rowan's like, "There's your friends." I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh yeah." Like, how does that happen? Because
that's why I slowed down because I thought, oh, maybe you're about to tell me I need to turn around.
Right.
But it turned out we could go up the next road or whatever at that next
yeah,
intersection.
I made one wrong turn in Bayfield and then sort of did a bit of a loop to get out, and then I went down that road probably 3 kilometers, only to find that there was a 4-way, 3 ways which were gravel.
Oh.
Right.
So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then, so I do try and find those roads. A, you're not going to find police.
Yeah.
B, there's usually like big grown trees and beautiful farms, and they're just quiet.
Yeah.
So I
It
try
is
to.
tough though. It's a hard find.
It is.
When you're searching out there.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've been there.
So yeah, and then we just then we got caught behind a very slow moving vehicle.
The slowest.
The mint one?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I am a patient driver.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't mind if someone wants to go 86 for 2 kilometers. Sorry, I'll be fine. I ain't gonna lose any sleep over it.
more than that.
Sean couldn't.
God,
Sean
it felt
couldn't
like
take
forever,
it.
didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did.
But see, why didn't you just take the lead then? I see. You don't want the bugs on your car. You want them all on mine. I see what happened.
There's no way we were fast enough to kill bugs.
No.
Sean definitely. I saw you come out, and I'm like, oh, we ran out of patience.
Yep.
Ran
He's
out.
gone.
I was sort of
Yeah.
watching him, and I was like, yeah, this isn't. And then Mike just sort of petered out for gas. I'm using air
Yeah.
quotes. I
Yeah.
recognize his patience.
Is that what you were doing? You were changing the. I
Like,
like
can take a different route here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that guy, honestly, to his credit, the moment we turned onto the next road, moved right to the shoulder and let us go by.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, didn't even blink an eye. He actually
he?
tried it on the. Yeah, he tried it on the first road, and I was just like, you know what? I'm already going 96. I don't need to go any faster for this
Yeah.
like 2 kilometer stretch. I don't care.
Good
This
for
is
him.
kilometers for our American
Oh, I'm
friends.
sorry, 96 kilometers.
Yeah.
And to be fair, in a 90 zone, so it's
Yeah.
not like we're not speeding by any stretch.
Well,
We're
that's
6 kilometers.
That's
over
what
the
irks
limit.
me when people like we've had 90 speed limits on 2-lane roads in this country for 15 years.
Yeah.
When people can't even do that,
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
76 and the 90 that gets me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I had a feeling the guy was driving behind. He had like a logoed up car, so I have a feeling it's like a company car, and it maybe monitored. It was a big company name.
Oh,
It was a RAV4 or something. It was all labeled up. Yeah.
Mike knows about that now.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, is that
Uncle
why you're all?
Sam.
Is that why you're all
Uncle
smirking?
Sam.
Yeah. Big brother.
Right. Yeah. I had a feeling he's like driving the company car on a Sunday morning and being like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push.
But
my
he got
luck.
out of the way almost immediately. You were off in the distance. I was actually you should know, I turned my volume right to 0 to try and hear you.
Oh,
I can't hear you from my car with the windows down.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Nothing. Nope. Couldn't hear a thing. I was actually hopeful.
I was out of it by the time I got to you, though. I'm sure Dylan heard me. He was
No, I
first.
meant when you took off at the intersection in front of me.
Oh,
I was
interesting.
hopeful. I was
Oh.
really careful to listen. But anyway.
It was a lovely drive.
Yeah, it was nice.
First,
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
nice.
you guys have been to Bayfield half a dozen times. Probably
No.
the last couple of years.
That's my second
Oh.
time.
Oh, last couple of years,
Yes.
yeah.
That's my second
Yeah.
time this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't make the last one because of, I don't know, another screw in my tire. Good times. Yeah, didn't make
not
that
going
one.
there.
You almost had to do it again.
Yeah, it's still there.
I had,
Oh, you haven't pulled it out?
No,
Why not?
because I thought if I pull it out now, for the listener's reference, I have another screw in another tire currently.
Brand new tires.
Brand new. Yeah, they have like maybe 800 kilometers on them.
If that.
They do have that because I just ticked over 1,000
For the year.
Yeah, for the year. So
Okay.
they got about 800 on them. Anyway, I'm tempted to pull it out, but I really thought if I'm going to be out of town for a week and a half, and it's just slowly draining down and sitting there on the rim for a week and a half, I'm like, you know what? I'll just leave it for now.
Yeah.
And just deal
It's
with it
holding
later. Yeah. Just another day, someone in my neighborhood being careless with screws.
I don't know how it happens, but
I don't understand it. It's
does.
annoying.
Yeah, I have no idea how screws get everywhere.
That doesn't sound like that sounds like you're well versed on that. Yeah.
Somebody installing a gate somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, on a non-cheesy level, I really enjoyed that drive because it's actually the first time we'd done a group drive.
Yeah, it was.
Probably this
This
year.
year.
'Cause
Yeah,
the
it's
weather
been
wasn't
late.
great in the spring,
no, it
so
was cold and miserable. It was a lovely day.
yeah, it was nice to get out quick and.
And we were home early.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was good.
ideal. That's
But
ideal.
like 10:40, I was
Yeah.
home.
Yep.
Ooh, I was probably home by 10:15, so yeah,
Yeah.
about 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. And you would have been even ahead of that.
Well, I had to get gas.
Is he telling the truth? It's unclear. He did wink or something.
I did.
Something happened.
No.
We mixed in some Lilo and Stitch soundtrack
Oh,
3 or 4
that's
times.
fun.
And,
Very nice.
What's the big bangers on that one?
actually, it's only the first 3 songs, and the rest are just sort of musical. So I've heard them 10 million times. And that movie only came out the second coming of that movie
Yeah.
about a month ago.
Okay.
And then a few other ones that were in the rotation, but yeah, that was the heavy mix. And then at one point he's like, I don't want to listen to music anymore. I was like, thank Jesus.
So what did you put on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just silence.
Just
You'll
the
take
sound of
silence
the
over
exhaust.
over music.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
Lilo
Oh,
and Stitch
wow.
soundtrack?
Hey man, just sound in the background. You know.
The car made the noise, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's
Okay.
probably pretty loud in those. I haven't been in it.
Oh yeah, it is. You have to have the radio. Like
Yeah.
mine is not
Pumping.
the Burmester, it's the Bose, but
Yeah, yeah.
so it's sort of mid grade. But you're on the volume thing. You wouldn't be that different. It's 3/4 the way up to hear it.
I'm 3/4 of the way up all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But I have a roof. It's just that my car is very noisy inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Race car. Speaking of cars,
Yeah.
one of us sold a car.
Yes.
This week.
Yes, I
Why
did.
don't
Yes, I
you
forgot about that.
fill us
Yes,
in?
I did. Yeah. I have sold the Cayenne, the GTS,
Wow.
the 2013 GTS.
It went without much fanfare. I only saw one tiny little story.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fairly quick. I offered it to a couple of
very quick.
Yeah, I offered it to a couple of local people here first who I thought would be interested, and both said no, so no big deal. I put it on Instagram and I was very lucky that I have professional photos of it, so that always helps.
Yep.
Use those on quick story, like, hey, putting this up for sale. Message me for details. I probably got 15 DMs that day. One of which was very matter of fact. It was like, I want it, call me on this number. That struck me as a fairly serious
Yeah,
message.
easy deal,
It wasn't
yeah.
a tire kick message.
Yeah.
And I had a really nice chat with a really good dude called Anthony, who very quickly wired me some money, and we did a video, we did a walk around, I ran the truck, blah blah blah, all the stuff you do when he's 3 hours away.
Yeah.
And wired me the money, and I held on to it for 2 weeks ish until he could get here to get it. And took the upgrade wheels and all the extra stuff I had just to say, okay, like, get rid of it all at the
So
same
did you
time.
pop the spider wheels in the back of it? And-
Yes, although I didn't lift them in there. The person who picked up the car did that.
oh,
Because I was like, look, I'm not, no hard feelings. I just don't want to damage anything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not, but that was okay. We did it together. I just wasn't going to lift them in there. They're monster wheels.
Are they?
I brought them out on a dolly because I had them in the basement. I can't get them upstairs. Like, I had to put them on the dolly and drag it upstairs. Just way easier.
are they 20
They're
ones?
20s, I think, but they're just big.
Yeah. Big,
Yeah.
big rubber on them.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like lifting stuff like that. It's just not much fun going up the stairs.
Well, yeah.
From the basement.
Amy's Atlas, it had punctures and various things. They're 20s and they're cheap, whatever those
Heavy.
cast wheels are. They
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
weigh 80 pounds a piece. Like
easily.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Anthony's got the truck. He traded in a later Cayenne. I think he had a 2019 Cayenne GTS Carmine Red.
Really?
I traded that in because he really wanted to go back to the V8.
Interesting.
And he'd owned, sounds
move.
like multiple Cayennes and multiple 911s, and he just thought that the V8 character was way more interesting.
Yep.
And I got a very nice call from him after he picked up the car, after he was driving, and he said, "Hey, man, it's exactly as described. It's clean. It's, there's nicks and scratches. That's life. It happens. But it drives smooth. I mean, it ran perfectly. And I had it mechanically inspected twice during my ownership, and it was great. I really don't have anything negative to say about it other than some math, which I think the listener will be interested in.
Sure.
I bought the car for $29,000 and I sold it for around $25,000. So, there's a cost in there. Oil changes are about $300, $275, I think. And I did one plus some other maintenance. So let's say I'm into the maintenance for $600.
Yep.
Drove it 5,000 kilometers, no issue. I did break a window switch when in my ownership. The switch didn't actually break, but the plastic piece broke. And contacted Porsche for that replacement part. It's $840.
Naturally.
So it's been glued back together like any of these would be.
Yep.
And I talked to friends of ours who are in the Porsche world, and that's what you do. The
Yep.
little piece of trim breaks off, you just glue it back on.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do. Stuff like that happens. So I had one of those probably when I first bought it in the first week or two.
Yep.
Other than that, it's been a good car. I will miss it to some extent, but at the same time, I had to liquidate. I'm not made of money, so I liquidated one in order to fund the next one, which is inbound.
Soon? Do we have any update on
Yeah,
that?
first or second week of July.
Yeah.
That's here.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
That's now.
Yeah,
This
we'll
week.
be coming back from BC just in time, hopefully, for this car to land. They were on. This is a new 4Runner, by the way. They were on hold at the port for a missing part.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of them. I don't necessarily know that ours was part of that, but I'm going to assume it was because it's been on the forums. A bunch of people were waiting, and they're starting now to get them out. And there's calls for okay, they're finally starting to land.
Yep.
Good.
This is a hybrid 4Runner, so the regular ones were okay, I guess. It was just something they were missing.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway, yeah, so I had to move out one to,
Yeah.
make
Makes
room
sense.
for the next one.
Have you called, this is more numbers game for the listeners, but have you called your insurance broker / company?
Yes, I have.
What's the difference between the Cayenne's premiums and the new 4Runner?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know that. No,
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't bother. Honestly, I just kind of figured I'd cross that bridge when I got there.
Yep.
Because insurance is a legalized extortion. It's a total
Oh, yeah,
racket.
for sure it is.
They're going to eat me alive, I'm sure, because it's a new Toyota. And they're
Yep.
going to say, oh, it's high theft, even though that's
Sure.
not my problem. And I
Right.
blame the government. No matter which side of the government you fall on, I don't care. It's their fault, not mine.
Yep.
But no, I haven't asked. I do. I can confirm that getting rid of the Cayenne dropped my insurance premium by $220 a month.
Yeah.
That's an expensive vehicle to insure.
Well, I don't think there's a cheap vehicle to insure now,
No.
actually.
Yeah, I guess, but it's not an expensive car. Like it's not an $80,000 car. You know what I
Agreed.
mean?
I honestly, I don't, to your point, it's just extortion. Ours just renewed in June, end of June, and it's gone up by like 40% unexplainably.
Yeah.
Just
And
Yep,
doesn't make
when
sense.
I called
Totally
when I called
right.
on that Golf R, it was almost double what my Audi is.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Cars cost the same.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Makes
It
no
makes no
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
So
Well, anyway, it's gone.
it's gone.
It is
so,
what it is. Yeah, I'll miss it. It's a cool car, and you don't see a lot of them around those
No, you don't.
Cayennes. So I'll when I do see one now, my heart does give a little bit of a skedaddle down the street a little bit.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Did you have to follow the guy to the MTO and do the whole deal, or no? Just
No.
Ownership,
Just
here you go.
sign over a bill of sale and
Yep.
that kind of thing. And
He went on
his
his way.
guy prepped it up for me, so I just
Yep.
I'd already printed one actually off the internet, but he said no, I got one here. It's ready to go.
yeah.
Anyway, good dude, Anthony. I'm sure he's loving the car. He sent me a nice photo of it all cleaned up. When he picked it up, it looked because he had his guy clean it.
Yeah.
It looked dynamite. I was totally impressed. Of course,
Cool.
it looks great. Those wheels are maximum killer.
They make
Yeah.
They do.
big
Yeah,
impact.
yeah. And he
Big-
said that when he
big
saw it in
impact.
person, that he was really staggered at how much better it actually was.
Yeah.
And the wheels are awesome. Well, anyway,
Yep.
that's life. But let's talk about. I want to talk about Mike's road trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
boy.
is very interesting. We want to get advice and we want to hear what you're doing.
Yeah,
And I want to know how you can. We
yeah.
talked briefly about this on Sunday, but then I was like, "Oh, it's happening!" And like, this is
it's
a thing.
happening and quickly.
And like
Yeah.
super fast.
right?
well,
No,
got some
it-
time. End of July.
You're about a month out.
Month
Yeah,
out.
okay.
That's
Month
pretty
out.
quick
But
for
we made the
this
decision
kinda
to
jaunt.
go pretty quickly. So yeah, it just happened at a Cars and Coffee, and
Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
met a fella there who had an 81 911 and got chatting with him. He's like, hey, I did this tour up to Winnipeg, actually. Him and his wife and a buddy of his and his wife in another 80s 911
He's from down here, right?
down here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And did this road trip think last summer.
Yep.
And he said, "Oh yeah, take the go up through Tobermory, take the Chi-Chi-Mon ferry across to Manitoulin." Gave me a list of places to stay, and I'm like, said to my wife, I said, "We should do this." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, we have nothing else booked this summer. Let's do it."
Yeah.
So just on a whim,
I love that.
booked the 2 weeks holidays, and yesterday I had some time at home after our trip, and I'm like, I'm going to start booking hotels.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Conrad, said, "Hey, what were those hotels again?" He sent me the list. He sent me a bunch
Oh,
of
beauty.
pictures. Hey, stop at this waterfall. Stop at this lookout.
Oh,
stop
that's
at
nice.
this.
Trip
So-
advisor.
yeah, it was good. So he sent me a bunch of stuff. All our hotels are booked for like 7 or 8 days. Or
Yes,
whatever.
he got on it quick.
I got
Wow.
on her quick. Yeah.
So what do you think? This will take you a week out of the 2, or you
It's
think it'll
going
be
to take good 10 days.
10 days? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're going from here to
We're leaving here, taking the ferry across Manitoulin
Yep.
up to Espanola on the first day.
Okay. That's a good hike.
That's a good hike.
Yeah.
That's like good 8 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
The next day's not as far. We're going from there to Wawa.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's only like a 3.5 hour tour, but there's stops along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day is a big one again. We're going from Wawa all the way to Thunder Bay.
Yep.
And then from Thunder Bay, Thunder Bay, we're there one night.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going more northwest again by 6 hours.
Where are you going?
We're going to
What's the next destination?
Ignis is the town or the
How
place.
close to Fort Francis is that?
Yeah, you're
Pretty
getting up
close, I
there.
think.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So
You guys
again, he's like,
that's
"This is the place to go." So we're spending like 2 or 3 nights there. I think I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Because is there like a cabin out there?
He
or
said,
something?
"Yeah, it's a
Oh,
nice,
okay.
nice little spot. It's on the lake.
Oh, that's
We'll
nice.
stay up there."
Yeah.
And then it's not far to Winnipeg from there, probably.
No, it's not. So
No.
like just across the border, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're there a couple nights, and then we're heading back east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go down? Sorry, I'm just thinking about if you get into Manitoba.
Well, we're not getting into Manitoba at all.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Oh,
Not that
sorry.
far.
not
Okay,
not
I
making
got
the
that.
full jump.
Not-
No.
Okay,
no.
I got
So
it.
you're gonna turn around and come back
We're
down the
gonna come
horn,
back-
so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna end up in Huntsville for like the long August weekend.
Yes.
that works
Oh, that'll
out.
be
Yeah,
just
that's
We
nice.
booked
primed.
a little Airbnb there for the
Holy.
weekend. Yeah.
Out on the water or in the city?
It's no, it's out
Call
on
it
the
city.
water. Yeah. So,
Okay.
You guys, yeah, that's a
It's
trip.
good. It's a trip.
You
And
can
then,
Have you already done all the planning for the route home?
No.
I would recommend, because I used to drive it quite a bit, the route from Huntsville over to Whitney through the Algonquin Park.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
My cottage,
Nice.
family cottage is near
So-
there. That's a nice drive.
Yeah. So Huntsville's
pretty.
where I stopped. I'm like, from there I can get home.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we want to stay another couple nights, we got the time. So
Yeah.
I don't
and
know.
you're doing all all Airbnbs or
bunch
no?
of motels.
Oh.
Oh wow. How
That's all we have up there.
Does
We're
Wendy
talking
know that?
two-story
That's-
motels?
She knows this. So.
Okay.
Don't worry, she's gonna be sleeping the entire drive.
Yeah, she will.
She's like
In
kind
carbon
of like a
buckets?
baby. Oh yeah, she does. She sleeps all the time. It's crazy.
She didn't make it the ride home from Bayfield.
Come on.
No, man, I swear,
no.
it's crazy.
I've been
So-
watching the mirror trying to see,
Yeah.
but I can't tell if she's
no.
asleep.
She'll be asleep 5 minutes out of Bayfield.
Is that right?
I know. I
So
couldn't
she'll
believe
sleep
that
most
either.
of the way. So I'll have my playlist
Sure.
ready to go.
And,
Yeah.
do you have
And
to
my
have headphones? Or do
I hear
you-
Lilo and
you
Stitch
can-
pretty good.
You can play it through the whole.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Is that
She'll,
right?
she'll sleep the whole way.
Okay, hold
So-
on. You said your snacks, but I want to know, you're going to follow his model with the
Oh,
cups?
the cop.
That's a great idea because
Yeah.
I am concerned with the cup holders. I'm like,
Well, you got Alcantara too.
I know.
Wheel.
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, but that's okay. If he's just used the cup, right? With his
Oh
leather
yeah,
gloves
no,
on.
Yeah,
but like
with
he's
the
got to
cup.
be. He has to be
Yeah.
more careful than the rest
Correct.
of us.
Like my thing
Correct.
is like, okay, in
Yes,
the
you're right.
morning,
I see
like
your point.
coffee. Like I can't take coffee in the car. There's nowhere to put it.
oh
So-
come on.
Do you have the same cup holders
Get
I have?
over it.
Yeah.
I figured it out, man. What I do is I go to Tim's and I order the tallest cup with a small drink in it.
Oh.
I figured it out. It works
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah,
'Cause
stick
Tim's
it
cup-
to 'em.
I've been
That's a good
I've been doing
idea.
it a lot recently. It works perfect. I gone over
'Cause it
bumps
doesn't
and
slosh.
No, because and I'll say to the guys, just give me the tall cup and I got to pay extra 10 cents. I don't care.
Yeah.
But just give me the medium in the XL cup.
Yeah, yeah.
It works perfectly.
that's a
It
good idea.
really works well.
That's a good
That's a
idea.
recent thing for me, and
Yeah.
I've started to get more confident.
And post-COVID, during COVID, you couldn't do the whole, here's my mug, fill it, please.
That's right.
Is
You
that
can
all
now.
X-Nate? Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that.
So you,
Yep.
But those are harder to fit because this kind of thing, like my Yeti,
Yeah.
it doesn't fit in
That's
those
no
cup
bueno,
holders.
yeah.
No, it doesn't
No.
go.
That
Won't fit
makes
at all.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
just
gotta-
a little too big.
You got to go to the parts department and get one of those specialty Porsche branded, the pink flying pig.
I do have one.
There you go.
Yeah, I do
You
have
could
one.
fill
Oh,
it.
I
I'm
was
not
thinking you were
surprised by
talking about
that
the
at all.
parts department, Canadian Tire, buying one of those plastic cup holders for the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was
Oh,
like,
you guys are
that'll,
getting on
that'll
my
work
level
perfectly.
now.
Put a
I was
big
gonna
gulp
say.
in there.
I could probably whittle you one.
Anyway, look,
This is exciting.
I think that's going to be an awesome trip.
I think it's good.
And kudos, man. You are literally taking a Carrera T
Yep.
on a tour.
Yes.
That is quite
It's-
literally what it
I
is
think
for.
it's almost 4,000 K.
I love
wanna
that.
say.
Oh God, I
That's-
feel like I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more than that.
No, it's like
God, it seems like
3,800.
so
I want to
far.
say so.
Oh, it's going to be so beautiful.
It's
up there,
free
though.
miles on the Cheech, so
Yeah, that's true.
True.
It's not that
That's true.
far, though, is it?
what?
Is that
It's
a long
like an
run?
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that
Very,
far.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Not bad.
I'll back you up on the. I went to Manitoulin once
Yep.
growing up, and you're right. There were motels and
Yes.
motels and
Yeah, that's all.
Oh,
That's
once
it.
you start,
But
as
I
soon
have
as you head north of London,
yeah,
it's motel.
I have my faith in. I have my faith in Conrad. These are decent places.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we'll
fair
see.
enough. Yeah.
Then my neighbor out behind Mike, he is from Sudbury, so he's giving me a bunch of stuff too. He's
Yep.
like, okay, you need to go here, 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 stop here. He said, there's gas here. Make sure you're getting gas
Yeah,
here.
right.
here,
Definitely
here.
don't
Yeah.
stop here.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, because I don't know what the range is on my car. I don't really know.
Oh,
So,
dude, I think you'll find the second you're on the highway, you'll get a lot of miles.
Yeah.
Oh, I should be good.
You could
yeah.
do
Yeah.
400 kilometers a tank easy, I would think.
Oh, I'm thinking more than that.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know
My,
either.
I bet you it's near 400.
I
Because
road
what you got
trips-
7? You 7-speed?
Yeah.
that's you put it. I road tripped my Cayman with a 6-speed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got 800 kilometers to the
Oh,
tank.
that's pretty good.
Because you just cruise along at 100.
But remember,
Really?
he's
It's not.
driving at 86.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Out in the country, I'm putting it out like 105. You know, like when you're out in the 90 zone, 105. I got so far. We drove all.
Really?
We got all the way up to Blue Mountain and most of the way back. Like we were. It was a long. It's
Wow.
pretty
Good.
farther. We did a big tour out in the distance.
Like at what do you think? Like at 120, you're probably doing 2,400.
I don't even know if it'll be that deal.
But he wouldn't be even at 120. Most of these roads are
Yeah.
doing is 100.
Oh no, I get that,
105.
but I'm
yeah.
just trying to mentally
Yeah.
do the math.
Yeah, I think you'll
just the
do-
one stop, my neighbor had mentioned, it's 525 kilometers between stops.
Right, so you're gonna
So
want
I'm
to
like-
be.
You're going to have
full.
to hypermile that one.
Yes.
Because you're not going to do much better than 10 liters per 100. And I'm assuming you
know.
have
I
a
think so.
60.
60. It's the
Yeah.
It's the smaller tank.
Yeah.
I think you're
Ruh-roh.
underestimating
Yeah.
the performance of that car. I suspect it will get really good gas mileage driving 99. I think it'll do better than 10.
I will report, or I'll be.
I want
stuck
to
up there
report.
For.
Can you bring a notebook and like track it all for us? I know that's
I'll
a lot.
get the
but-
app that shows.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Don't
What
get
is it
the
called?
app.
Yeah. I think you'll get really good mileage.
Can we get you in on Zoom halfway through this for
Oh,
a
I'm
quick
sure.
pod? Or
Abs-
what?
Ooh, that's
absolutely.
fun.
Yeah.
And I've ordered a GoPro for the trip. Too.
Right, yeah, let's
fantastic.
talk
Oh,
about
is that what
that.
you settled on?
Yeah, and that's going to be more for our October trip too. So,
What's a GoPro worth these days?
$500.
It does a package.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's not so
Yeah.
bad.
And what are we on? Like the 11, the 10, the.
Oh, I
This
think
would
Is it
be
30?
13. This is the 13 now.
Oh my
13.
God.
Yeah.
They've
Now
ru-
you-
Do
Right.
they actually change? Like, what's
I know,
the
I
camera
couldn't-
gets a
I
little
couldn't
bit better,
tell
or
you.
what?
Probably.
They all
They're so
look the
small.
same. Still,
Yeah, but
right?
maybe the tech just gets a little better.
Like
every
I
time,
was
you know how it
scrounging
goes.
marketplace, and yeah, you can get a 8, 9, 10 for 250,
they've
300
been
bucks.
dropped
But
and they've been-
exactly, I'm
yeah.
like, for $500, I'll just get a new one.
It's probably a good idea.
You gonna mount it in the
Should've
car,
got one of those-
outside the
yeah.
car, different spots?
No idea.
Should have got one of those roller.
I have a
cameras.
month. I have a
Oh,
month
yeah.
to test it.
I definitely think you should. I think because I had a GoPro, like they're so light. Like you mount them to the
Yep.
little clip on the side of the car, they
Yep.
hold. They'll hold. There's no.
Look, I don't remember who makes it. I'll look it up for you, Mike. But there's a company that makes like GoPro mounts that for Porsches specifically, and
Oh.
they sort of fit between the seats somehow.
Oh,
on
perfect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good idea.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Send me
good
that.
idea. They make it for Cayman. I know that because
Well,
it's got a bar there.
Now that you say that, maybe
Wow.
that is what I'm because
No.
you'll have a hollow between because you
Yep.
don't have back seats, but you do sort of. So
Yeah, but it might be the kind of thing that wedges between the buckets.
true.
Yeah, could
yeah.
And that's perfect. Who cares?
That'd be
And
great to
I- and I
capture a
have
bunch of
Wendy.
it and put a montage together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have some thoughts.
Okay.
What about some big hella rally lights on the front?
No.
Seen through glass style. You remember the
Yeah.
tour of the
Hello.
world? Or
Yeah,
Drive the
I
World?
do.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm talking like 4 6-inchers, like
No.
some months. You know, they're only
If
going
I
to
was
be there
taking the
temporarily.
Cayenne, absolutely. But then-
You gotta watch for moose up there.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have another thought.
Yeah.
Mud flaps?
No.
No way. Oh, okay.
That's an interesting thought. Although
Yeah.
I mean, you're not.
Depends how much dirt driving you're going to do if you're going out
Yeah,
into a cabin
no.
or something. That's
Exactly.
all.
You'll be okay.
I'll be fine.
Well, he's got to do under 10 mile an hour.
I'm just
mile per
imagining
gallon.
his. I'm
You guys-
imagining his
he can't be
beautiful silver 911 with some
Yeah.
big
I'm
off-roady
sure
mud
we're going to
flaps.
be off road at some.
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Oh yeah.
I have a colleague who is based in Thunder Bay. I will ask her for some recommendations
do.
for dinner in town
Yeah, absolutely.
for your one
Oh,
night.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Thunder
and
Bay
if-
is pretty big.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Mike, would you go through the Sioux?
Yep.
Yeah.
Up
Go
in the
through
Sioux, one thing I really enjoyed was the Algoma train tour.
Okay.
It's a 1-day thing. You land there, you take the train, and it drives you like 4 hours out into the forest.
Really?
And it's just a beautiful views of the valleys and the water.
Nice.
And then it stops, and you get to this really high lookout, and you can look over the forest for an hour or two while you stop, and then they ride you back. It's like a full day.
Cool.
I was pretty fun. I thought that was
Nice.
actually pretty good. It was pretty nice, beautiful up there. Nothing out there.
Nothing out
You
there.
know?
Yeah.
So
Black flies.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
not at that time of
Peak
year.
summertime.
Yeah, we should be
hopefully.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. you
July
should
and
be-
August
yeah,
will be
you're right.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
good.
So what is your normal MO? Like you take 2 weeks for holidays around, the August weekend, or you just fitting this in?
Just fitting it in, something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally we take a week in the winter, right? Go
Yep.
away south somewhere. Week in the summer.
Yeah.
Whatever. Mix up the dates, but whatever.
So last year you told us, I think you only put 4,500-ish kilometers on the car.
I don't even think it was that much. It was like
He's gonna roll.
2,000.
And this year you're going to be like
Yeah, yeah.
8,000.
Exactly.
Wow.
So,
Oh yeah, we'll be.
but I'm excited.
We'll be at 4K.
It's more about the
for-
road
the-
trip
There
than
and
it
back
is
and all the
the
drive. I think so.
Yeah.
yeah. It's more about the road trip and the driving than the stops along the way.
Yes.
This one is. So,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Excited to get some
Gonna let
seat
Wendy
time.
do any wheeling?
I asked her. Said, "Do you want to drive?" She goes, "Yeah, I don't think so."
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should fall asleep.
Probably.
I have another thought. You should
Yeah.
get her some Wendy-sized leather gloves.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
there
Just
you
as
go.
a gentle, like,
Little
hey,
yeah.
they're right
Yeah.
there if you want to use them.
Yeah.
Right there.
Did I? And no hard feelings because I know you got an Alcantara wheel. Did I see you sliding on?
Oh,
some
yeah.
bags at
Oh
McDonald's
yeah, I do.
today?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but
First
he
time
look-
I met him, he was in there.
Exactly.
I know.
I
Yeah,
was
but I'm
like,
not
oh,
laughing
God.
at him. I think he looks good in those. They're very you.
Oh, they're
there.
him.
It's a good look.
Oh, this man wears Gucci loafers.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
his-
and the leather gloves, my nice pink watch now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got his new
Mhm.
pink watch.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. He's
Yeah.
I think that's really great, man. The other person I thought you should talk to is our good friend Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon, just for reference, has just come back from 9,700 kilometer road trip in his Spider RS.
That
Total
seems
commitment.
crazy.
talk about
During
the
which he
worst
wore
vehicle to
earplugs
do.
and over-ear headphones to
Did
manage
he?
on
And
the
he does
highway.
it
Did he?
alone.
Yeah, he does it alone. Yeah, it's just him. Yeah, and went out, met friends, went out to South Dakota, Iowa,
That's
That
awesome.
man must
Montana.
have so many thoughts.
Oh, I know,
Right?
right?
But I mean, he puts the miles on. I mean, he was tempted. This guy has multiple cars, but he took the Spider RS, and I was like, whoa! Like
Yeah.
the roof at 90 miles
Risky
an hour.
choice.
Holy moly!
Sudden rainstorm pops up.
Yeah.
Well,
not to
he
mention-
did say that anytime he was on a long transit, roof up.
Yeah.
Anytime he was like leaving from a place that we knew we were going to be in the same day,
Yeah.
roof down.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was clear on that.
And
And
he
he's-
probably had a set of Cup 2s on, which, to your point about rain, is
Yeah, they would be like whatever that tire is.
and
yeah,
they're now worn out after that
Sure.
one road trip, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Uh,
last long, would they?
No.
So credit to Sharon. He's had the car a year and a bit. It's got 14,000 kilometers on it
That's
now.
pretty good.
Wow.
Good for him. I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, there's a Spider RS that doesn't have buckets, so it's running the 18 weight.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Which makes
It's
it a little
made
more.
for longer
Yeah.
hauls.
You can pound miles. But he did say the car annoyed him pretty quickly with noise. Like, it's just loud. The second you roll onto the throttle, he's like, it's just loud.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you got to be off
barking at you.
throttle.
Yeah.
And he got flashed. He has a radar detector down there because they're legal. He got flashed by one police officer going a pretty good clip out in the middle of nowhere. And the police officer then tracked him like 30 miles into the city just to I think just to play with him.
Say, I like
and
your
then never
car,
actually
but-
ticketed him.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
gave him a light flash. Said his nerves were pretty afraid
I was
on
gonna
that
say
one.
that I puckered
Yeah.
up after that one.
Anyway, that's great, man. That's
Yeah.
you're entering an elite air because not a lot
Oh,
of people
exactly.
do that stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Particularly with the.
Are you? What are you doing for prep?
Yeah.
Well, right now it needs a service oil change for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am in talks about getting the windshield film put
Oh, I was
on.
gonna
Good
ask
idea.
you for
Good
the
idea.
update on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said how hot it is. And inside the car, I do want to get tinted.
Okay. So you're going to do the tint.
I am going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
'Cause
gonna
you
go
find even on a
dark or
warm-
just UV. Sorry, Ryan.
No, it's okay.
Not too dark.
Yeah.
Not crazy dark, no.
But
So,
you
yeah,
find even
mostly
on the
UV.
summer day, like when it gets hot, you just can't fight it. It won't.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
It won't fight it.
Too much glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Interesting.
What?
But other
Talk
than
about
that-
the windshield.
film?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it yet, so I'm gonna
Should talk to our friend Keel at ExoShield Day.
Yeah. That's the name of
Well,
it.
I think
ExoShield.
I think
yeah.
Scotty is now dealing in ExoShield.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I have to call him. I'm supposed to call him today, but I didn't.
Well,
We're supposed to have Keel on here at some point to talk about it. We
Oh,
just
yeah.
haven't managed to put it over the line yet because we've
Yeah.
been so busy. I'm sorry.
we haven't actually
Well-
had any guests on here, which
No,
was
we'll
a bit
get
of a
there.
letdown,
We'll
but
get there.
Season
Yeah, yeah.
season
It
3
wouldn't be bad for the New York trip too.
It
I
was,
Well-
get fresh glass. Boom.
yeah.
That's
Do
what
you
I
have
said.
any chips in the glass now?
no.
So they can
It's
just,
just-
throw it right on. If
Yep.
there was a mark, would they even put it on? I don't know. How it
Great
works.
question.
They probably do that epoxy fill thing, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to do it. Just helps.
So Scotty in town here is one. Well, he probably is one of, if not the best, sort of detailer shop. I mean, we've got some private people we know that are very good as well. But he's now dealing in, and we saw him at the end of May at a track day that Jared hosted, and he was pushing it as well. He was trying to talk me into it. Said, look, not everyone's going to want to do this because, you know, if you do serious miles and get chips like in a year or two, you're going to be bothered because it'll show.
Yeah.
Right. It's softer than glass, but he said it will save your windshield and pay in the long run. And to your point, if you're going to do 8,000 kilometers this year on 2-lane roads and whatever,
Exactly.
for
Safe
$400,
insurance,
$500, whatever
right?
it is, it's probably a smart investment.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? $500? I don't
I
even
think
know.
that's
Other
what
than
he
that-
told me.
Okay.
I don't have to do too much to it.
Yeah.
No.
Your tires are healthy? I don't even know.
Tires are brand new.
Oh, they're new? I can't remember when you put
Yeah.
them on. Okay.
Well, they were new when I got the car, so they only got whatever
10,000.
4 or 5,000.
Oh, they don't have
Yeah.
I thought you were over
Oh,
10K.
wow.
Are you not?
No.
Ah, sorry. I misunderstood that. Okay.
So how many kilometers were on it when you bought the car?
4,800.
And were they new then, or?
They were brand. They put them brand new on.
Oh,
I got it,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did they? I mean, not that it really matters at this point, but did they wear them out, or they just wanted to sell it with new tires?
Because I got the CPO
Oh,
warranty.
Right,
yeah.
they were just under.
They were just under. So
Yeah.
have to have new tires.
And the poor sucker who owned that car for 4 years and never drove it. Honestly,
Yeah.
put on like what 800 kilometers a year or something.
Yeah,
5
whatever
years,
it
like
was, yeah.
nothing, right?
Yeah.
They're
wild.
quite stringent on that CPO. I think you have to have like 6 or 7,
Yeah. I forget what it was.
whatever.
Balance or
But
whatever,
yeah, they can't be like half or
Nope.
one past CPO. You got to.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
It's above half.
So they said they were just under. These are brand new tires. So
Cool.
yeah,
Oh, I'm excited, man. That's
It'll
going
be
to be very cool.
Yeah,
be
it'll be
good.
good to hear.
it's gonna be good.
You're going to get a
Excited.
deer, what do they call that little whistle thing?
Oh, the
that goes
deer
on
whistle?
Is that what they call it? It goes on
Yeah,
the front bumper.
yeah,
My
but
grandfather has
It
those.
may
although
not
he
be a
swears-
bad idea when he's
No.
up in the middle of
Might
nowhere.
not.
I don't think they're going to
Yeah.
scare off moose.
No,
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I passed a few mooses in Algonquin. They seem to, in my opinion, avoid the road. The trick is you got to avoid the tourists who are trying to take a picture of them.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
a bit
True.
dodgy.
They don't
Just
always
never
avoid
know.
the road.
Yeah, I haven't. A cousin of mine hit one for sure. It wrecked his. The car was gone.
Yeah.
I remember
Well, my
that.
buddy Paul just got back from a fishing trip. I don't even know where it was, but it's a 17-hour drive or
Holy
something like that.
moly!
He doesn't fish either, so
Yeah,
That's
Poor-
commitment.
yeah, poor sucker.
yeah.
Yeah, they came up on something that
Oh,
the moose did not make it across the road.
Oh
dear.
Yeah. So they-
sorry.
They do wander.
Yeah,
mm.
yeah. Well, anyway, that's
Well,
very
that's all.
exciting, man.
yeah, pretty cool.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be good.
So you leave. Do we know officially when you leave?
Yep, July 27th.
Okay. So
the
you're
date.
literally like just over a month.
Just over a month.
Yep.
Yeah, bags are packed.
No,
Get out.
come on.
You also got to remember to have us over for hot dog barbecue before that. So
100%.
make sure you plan that.
100%.
We're talking about hot dogs.
Yeah.
When he said bye yesterday, I was like, hot dogs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a cannonball into your pool. Is that okay?
100%.
How
Yeah.
deep is
He's-
that beauty?
oh, he's got a
She's
deep end.
Yeah, it's eight and a bit deep.
Hello.
That's enough.
You could
Yeah.
do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
gonna
I don't
be
really
good.
have anything else that was massively pressing, but those were the two subjects I at least wanted to
Yeah.
talk about. I really want to touch on Mike's road trip. That's going to be great.
Glad to hear that. That's exciting. 2 in 1 year.
Yeah, you're really
Yeah, I
setting
know.
the bar high.
I know. Yeah.
I think Dill's right. I think you'll be well north of 10,000 in this year, which
Yeah.
is
So I'll be ready for
which is
new
big.
tires next year.
yeah, you will be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Lots of tread left on them now. So
Yeah.
Well,
And it's all highway miles. It's not like you
Yeah.
have to worry about it.
No.
On the Porsche front, I did go to. I think we've all now seen that their 992.2 GT3s are rolling in.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm, surprise! The first one that I saw at the dealer here was oak green metallic Neo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's going to order it.
Every
Never seen it.
single person is going to have that car.
Yeah.
everybody.
You will recall, all four of you, that I pushed Winston, our good friend, to be like, "Don't buy this color.
Yeah.
Don't do that."
It's the new chalk.
Quite.
Yes.
Yeah. Quite literally chalk.
It'll be.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it'll be much worse than that. Like it will be. I don't know. What did we say when this originally launched? Like it came out, and I think we were on record saying 50%.
Yeah.
Of
I
the
suspect it'll be
GT3s.
higher.
You might even be right, but that's way too many in the same color.
Everybody craves the dark green, right? It's been sort of, you see them on tourings and stuff, and they
They
look
look-
dynamite.
they
so
do
we're
look
good.
good.
But I'm like, oh, you don't want that. That's going to it's going to get played out fast.
Yep.
And we talked about this, I think, maybe in a little bit in the last episode, but when you look at the real oak green, the old oak green,
Yeah.
it's a far superior color.
Yeah.
And like most of the other shades of dark green, i.e. Lucas's car,
Yeah.
Brewster,
Yep.
whatever it may be,
Yep.
they're a lot better than oak green.
They
Neo.
are.
I totally
They're much
agree.
better.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been nice to see them rolling in. While I'm in this weird headspace where I'm very sad that the 718 product line is fading out, but I'm also enjoying seeing the new architecture of the 992.2. And I do have a comment looking at the cars up close. You sort of forget about it until you're looking through the window. But like the digital gauge cluster is still weird to me when I look in the car and I can't see the tach. It's just a big black flat
big
screen.
Yeah.
It feels a little weird for me. I think that the ability to be able to rotate the tach, I think that's pretty awesome, actually.
That is kind of cool.
That
Yeah.
little
cool.
stuff. I'm not going to buy this car, but I'm just paying attention to them. That's all.
Yeah. I feel like you could do that in a G body.
Oh, yeah,
Mike's,
totally.
Mike's,
Oh.
Mike's hard on the air cooled.
Oh,
right now,
you know,
right?
do you want to touch on that or
can you
not?
can you
No,
That's what I
follow
go
up
next.
on that because I don't know if he was kind of bidding like you were
I was.
on
Does
VAT.
his wife know that? I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in
Oh,
case.
she knew.
Oh Jesus, you scared me.
It's
Yeah.
a safe game to play when you know what they're worth.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're
when you're.
20 grand under and there's a
Where
reserve.
is that car now?
There's still.
Is that how you guys like to live?
There's still like
Dangerously.
3 or 4 days left on that one I was looking at.
And was that a silver car? I forget.
It was a silver.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
And
car.
what was it now? I can't remember. 81, 82? I can't remember.
You sent a nice, very nice.
Yeah.
By the way, Cockney brown, was that the color?
I think it was.
I've
yeah.
never heard of that.
What?
I think
On
if
the
you
That was
interior.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
God, that's
yeah.
that's an
It was
awful
almost
word.
red though, wasn't it? It was almost like a red.
It was like a burnt.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think if you bought that car, you'd have to put Cockney on the plate. Would that get through?
With the right spelling. Yes.
Right. Oh man.
But yeah. So I think there's 3 days left. It's up to like 20 grand US, which it'll probably still go for 40-ish.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, it'll
You
blast up.
you think it's only
tall-
40?
Yeah.
It'll
Okay,
blast
I don't
up
know what
high
they're worth.
40s.
Yeah.
You will? Okay.
It might. Yeah.
Well,
Are you genuinely interested in that car? It sounded like it.
there's lots now. Bunch more came up on the weekend. So
Oh.
Oh yeah, like if you just keep looking, they're always
Yeah.
there.
I know.
if you watch as many Bring a Trailer auctions as I do, you'll learn quite quickly that everything looks coming up with
Amazing.
Winston until the last.
Coming up Winston. Sorry, it's Millhouse is what you were looking
I
for, but
was.
that's fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
It's a Freudian slip with your friend. There, but, in the last like 10 minutes, it all pops off and your bubble gets
100%.
burst.
100%. I said 50 US I would go to, but
I did want to
know.
just. I saw on the way over or before I left here, there was a 87 G body Targa, which is a rare car, but
Nice.
not. I don't know if it's the most desirable
No.
of
Yeah.
those. It was in a rare shade of yellow, and I don't know how many miles or
Okay.
kilometers. $155,000 US dollars.
that's a lot of money.
Is it because of the color?
Maybe I was.
right.
I was
Can't be because of
confused.
the Targa.
What year was this car you were looking at?
I think it was like 82, I want to say.
Okay.
And does that technically make it an SC, or you have to? It doesn't automatically make it
I
an
don't
SC?
think it does automatically, no.
Because I think that's in terms of air cooled G body money. That's where
Yeah,
you start,
that's-
isn't
yeah.
it? 'Cause it's-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I want to get in. I don't know.
You wet your whistle.
For those of us who don't bid on cars on a regular basis in real life or on the internet, I'm genuinely curious, and I mean this. I have watched some auctions end sometimes when I'm interested in a car. I pay
Yeah.
attention to the last
Yeah.
last hour. Why is it like in a real auction? Does it work exactly the same so that the last bidder, let's say someone throws a bid in the last 2 minutes and it extends by 2 minutes?
No,
that
it's
doesn't
only
happen in
online.
a real. Yeah, that's I always
for
find
like
that
delay of internet and stuff like that.
that's what it's meant to do. I didn't catch
'Cause
that. Okay,
early,
okay.
like eBay,
yeah,
like you could just quick end
Correct.
it.
I didn't
And you'd
realize
be like,
that.
oh my
Okay.
god, I sent the bid in, but it doesn't
Okay.
register. Two
I
people
didn't
think
understand
they
why
win.
they had it like that. I thought it feels anti-competitive a little bit. It's like, well, I'm trying to close this deal.
Oh, I
know?
agree, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting question the way you ask it. But like, if you're standing in a room at an
Yeah.
RM auction
Yeah, yeah.
or Barrett Jackson,
Yep.
I mean, they're going to tell you when the timer's running out, and you can stick your hand up and be like, going once, going twice, and be like, yeah.
Is there even a timer?
Well, no,
No,
but,
I didn't think
they
so. It's just
decide
the
it.
guy's headspace. Just
Yeah,
how he's
like,
operating
we're
up
moving
front.
this
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
but
okay.
you can
Yeah, yeah.
wait till effectively the last minute, and then it almost does automatically extend, right?
Right.
Because he's going to then poll the room again and give everybody else an opportunity to outbid you. So it's kind of the same.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
But Dylan's right. I remember the eBay days where you're like, oh, I'm going to pop this baby in with 8 seconds to go. And, it's,
And you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just
Really?
steal it because someone didn't refresh or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I may be revealing something about my financial status, but I don't normally bid blindly on cars or attend auctions with my,
you
drunk bidding on.
you don't go to the Sotheby's auction.
No. It's a little bit outside my orbit. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's,
remember because it's been a long time since I've bid on it. I can't remember what the hold is on the credit card.
$250 to start.
No, but it's
now
like-
it's a percentage now.
Percentage
your
of the
bid amount.
final, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's two things. If you bid, they do put a hold of 2.5% maybe
Yeah.
of your bid amount.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when you win, it's 5% up to a maximum of $7,500 US.
Oh, so they
Sorry,
take
you
their
gotta-
cut
you gotta-
right
Oh, yeah.
away.
Oh, yeah.
Like right away.
Yeah.
Why did you
VAT.
call it a hold?
So
Because it kind of is.
yeah, when you place a bid, it
Yeah.
tells you we're going to put a hold of X amount on your credit card.
Oh.
So it at least makes you quasi serious.
Oh, so just getting a little touch of skin in the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
I've never done this stuff.
But as soon as you're outbidded, I mean, the hold's off. It's not.
Yeah.
right, okay, it's
Like,
just
it's so
instantaneous. It's
fast.
gone. Okay,
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, half the
Deterrent.
time it doesn't even register.
And then you were talking about that $7,500. That's the fee that the maximum would be to the
That's
auction house or whatever it
That's
might be.
the
Okay.
buyer's fee.
Right.
Which,
okay.
by the way, this week, so BAT raised their fees last fall, if I recall correctly. And P-Car Market just announced this week they are also doing the same. So they're
Wow.
matching. They're up to 7,500, which before they were both 5,000, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't want to sound insensitive, but are there still humans employed by these businesses other than taking the photos and like isn't AI
I
just
think
taking these
so.
jobs? Or are they just trying to max out margins because they're not selling as many cars?
I think it's more the latter.
Yeah.
I think that obviously when, like, if you think of Doug, you know,
Yeah,
his
cars and
investors, the most perfect timing.
Yeah.
Right? He
He's
did
not
a
stupid.
great job building the business. Peak of COVID.
Yeah.
You know, the revenues, the margins, all these things are at records, and gets a buyer. Now they're going, well, shit, you're
Oops.
selling 80% of the cars you used to or less. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
but obviously
yeah.
the numbers are dwindling. So like, well, how do we keep the gross margins and return on investment? So why don't you take more money from the buyer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
One final note. I want to make sure I shout out our good friend Sean, not this Sean,
Ah.
a different Sean,
Yes.
who just he's been talking about forever and ever buying a Spider or Spider RS, and he finally found the right car, pulled the trigger. He's bought the car now.
It is a gorgeous
Sean,
car.
it's a beautiful,
beautiful.
car, gentian blue, silver wheels,
Yeah,
black
stunning.
calipers. You know. Anyway, I just want to make sure I throw that out there. He was. I'm gonna now that I've given him the positive, I'm gonna shit on him. He had planned when he was picking up his car to drive it, and I was like, "You can't do that." And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna drive it to the PPF shop." And I was like, "Nope, can't do that. Dark color, these wheels, and those cutouts on the Spider RS." I'm like,
asking
"You
to be
can't
chipped.
drive that, man. It'll be chipped in the first kilometer."
It's true.
So he did come to his senses and hired a Faf when he bought it. Has a
Yep.
guy they work with, so
Yeah.
they moved it to the PPF shop for a very reasonable price. But I had to. It's both a compliment, but then you have to throw in the insult and then add a compliment at the end. But it sure is a beautiful car.
It's a very nice car. So when does he get it officially?
He's picked it up already, but it's at PPF, so the end of the week maybe when it's
Okay.
done. Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty quick.
It's too hot for Spider weather.
Yeah,
right now anyway,
exactly.
so.
But what a car! Beautiful car. I love gentian
Yeah.
with on that car. It looks great.
You said it. Does it have mag wheels or no?
No mags.
Silver wheels.
No
but-
mags. Nope, no
Okay.
mags.
And that's
but
fine,
that's
'cause they're
totally
both-
fine.
totally.
I like the standard wheel. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Anyway, sorry. I wanted to make sure I got that in there, Sean. So I'll send you the episode so you can hear it. You know,
You have to wait to the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very.
Don't you dare skip over anything.
Skip
there's some
to-
intent with that, Dylan. They got to work for the payoff.
You're somewhere in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's call her there. We'll catch up. I'm not here next week, so you guys might have to do an ep on your own. But I'm on holiday.
No, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Holiday.
If it's north of 95, we don't do it in Dylan's garage. So
No.
we'll have
No,
to-
no. Next
no.
week looks much more reasonable.
No,
Back
it's
to
like
those 25
26.
degree days.
We're getting a
much
little further
more
away
reasonable.
from the sun.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
always a sad part of this
Don't
time of
bring
year,
up
isn't it?
Christmas again. You know what
Guy's
this
killing
guy
my
does?
buzz. Don't. I don't want to hear that shit.
No,
Don't throw
I
that
agree
in here.
with you.
I know.
I know. This guy sends us like how many days is it till Christmas?
I hate that shit. I hate that.
Bitch, like it's like 7 months away, 8 months
Peak
away.
summer. Fuck off.
On that note, good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.